how to manifest money without working for it. Many of you have seen this video, and maybe some of you have not. But in this video, I want to extract the golden nuggets, the true message out of it, that almost 300,000 people have watched that video, and over 1,200 people have commented. Most of those comments are personal success stories of all sizes. And I want to talk about this. I want to revisit this because I thought many people think, oh, what was the name of the video so I can go watch it? If you hear a success story, what is the video that they watch? What is it, the affirmations that they said? But how did you do it? For how long? How long did it take? Like looking for the exact perfect video or words to say that has nothing to do with it. And this video is proof that it's not the video that caused anything, but it was a perception, a shift in their awareness, about money that was literally sitting there waiting for them. And all that was needed was them to have a radical shift in perception about money. And then money instantly appeared for them. And maybe it was instant in minutes, as you're going to hear some of these stories, instantly while they're watching the video. And for others, they're sharing their story about what I was talking about in the video. And as many of you know, I wasn't going to even make that video because at that time, I thought what I was manifesting, or the story about how much I manifested in those stories, wasn't a big deal. Like a lot of you now think about your desires and what you're manifesting. You don't see it as a big deal. And you're like, but that's nice. But what about the $1 billion or whatever, right? And this is the problem. This is what keeps you trapped. And you're thinking that one thing's big, one thing's little, one thing's hard, one thing's easy. And I get it, because that's why I almost didn't make that video. But the message in the video is what is worth billions of dollars. The message in this video that I'm referring to, and this one, because we're going to take it up a notch, okay? It's worth all the money in the world. It's worth everything, because the one who's watching this video and the other is the one who's watching is what is worth more money than all the money in the world. Like you watching, the person watching this video, you are the value. You are the money. You are the wealth. You are the abundance. So I want to share with you some of the success story comments, okay? And these are just on the video. Imagine the amount that I receive via email and messages. Like it's constant, like this, it's still consistently, and many of you have shared that you go back to watch this video. Why? Because the primary message is that it was a radical shift in perspective, which that perspective is the cause of why money just shows up, right? It's not a magic pill. It's your perception is what's worth all the money in the world. So for example, I love this. This was a really great reminder. In cleaning my car, I found a scratch-off ticket. I thought it was lost, but scanned the ticket and it's a $10,000 winner. Oh my God. I am headed to claim it now or tomorrow. I can't describe it. My husband tossed it and I don't know what moved me to say, let's scan it again. Or she knows what moved her higher self, her desire for money. That was her. That was her unfolding. Another person, I watched this video yesterday. I received $70 on an unexpected source. You have a new subscriber. Welcome. Literally, I was watching this video. A credit for $380 came into my account 3 days early. Your money magnetism is contagious. I found $100 today laying on the ground. Let's see. Oh, I love this story. I'm proof this is true. Been a hairdresser for 40 plus years. My parents assigned this for me in my teen years through my high school program. I mastered it, but had nothing to show for it. Before knowing LOA, I asked the universe for something better, easier, more profitable. A very lucrative self-employed business landed in my lap and has been growing for several years. My job is easy. I put in about 10 hours a month. I have one employee who does the big stuff. I just do the paperwork. I have freedom of time and money. Just so anyone is wondering if what I do is a scam, because and I like that she said that, because many of you are just like, but how? But what does she do? But what do you're still wanting to know, but what does she do? What does she do to get the money, right? That's why you don't have it and she does. I got some commercial property in my divorce. My ex and I had a tree business on it, but sold the business, but not the property. The land was vacant. One day, a trucker came knocking on my door and offered money to park his truck. Yep, someone knocked on her door and offered her money. That's what she's saying. Someone just knocked on my door. So for those of you who you would think that someone's just gonna knock on your door and give you a bag of money, yeah, actually, what do you think? Someone's just gonna come knocking on your door and say they're in love with you? Yeah. Do you see? Everything is possible if that's your perception, right? So she says, he came knocking on the door, offered to park his truck. It has grown from then. Have gotten tons of free amenities from the parking, outdoor storage. This all happened prior to working on my self-concept, but it's gotten even better since working on my self-concept. Of course, we've all grown from that, right? You don't need to work on your self-concept. The only self-concept that you ever need to know is that you are all that is. You are unlimited, right? So let's see. We're gonna keep going. That's my son. I thought I put it on Do Not Disturb. I did. Okay. 1 week after watching this video, I got a letter that said that I had money owed to me from 2019, and it was $1,700. And I filled out the form, and a week later, I received the check. Thanks, Rosie. Do you see? It's just like, so if you guys haven't gone through this, you need to read it. Let's see. I mean, these are hilarious. I have been successful so far in winning raffles. I had my 218th win yesterday. Like, that's so cool. Like, oh my God. This is how I manifest money. I firmly believe money loves me, knows my address. It comes to me in different ways, winnings, gifts, earned, and she just expects it. Do you see? I just manifested some money from my landlord. I have a $120 credit, and I have no idea how it happened. I was told because I paid early, huh? I pay normally on the last day, which is the 5th. I just said, okay, credit it to my August rent. Do you see? It's like I just picked up another little check in the mail. Like, oh, we didn't pay you interest on such and such month. And I'm like, okay, thanks. Like, you just understand that when your money and the way that you're perceiving money and understanding you're the source of money is what changes everything. Let's see. Oh, this other person, like, actually, this person, like, gifted me $100 in the comments on this one. I literally manifested this video. I'm moving states and in transition stage, and I told myself this morning I no longer want to be a slave to any job or person I don't love. I would rather die. And I came across this video. I love this so much. So it's, yes, someone says it's so beautiful going through all these comments and realizing I'm not the only one who does not want to feel like I have to be a slave to money. Yes. Like if you haven't gone through this, if you haven't gone through all these comments, I'm just like, again, there's over 1,200 comments, and so many of them are pure just success stories. And okay, so what is going on? Is it the video? Nope. Was it how I said it? Maybe. What is it? It's who's watching it. So you're gonna notice that a lot of the people watching this video were already, and there's so many people in here saying, I'm a firm believer. I'm so glad I finally found someone that doesn't believe we have to work hard for money. These people, and many of you, were already looking, searching, wondering, why do I have to work so hard for money? And I don't want to work hard for money. There has to be an easier way. And that is a common theme in all these comments that I'm noticing, is that the question is, there has to be an easier way. Well, of course there's an easier way, because you were born to have the easiest way. That is your divine right. You are the source of all things. So why would it be hard? And that is why you feel this desire for money to be easy, just to land on your lap, for things just to show up and happen for you. Because I remember when I first started, even before I made the other video, I remember asking myself, I'm like, God, it has to be easier. Like, like finding your passion, and then you feel like you'll never, work a day in your life. And like, yeah, that's cool. But what if you truly just don't want to work, right? What if you just don't want to work? And I thought, yeah, I could see that. But at some point, I know that I want to be like giving or doing something with my life. I don't want to just, because you can just go shopping and eating and all that stuff. It's like, yeah, and that's fun too, right? But I'm like, if I were just, had all the money in the world, I'd still want to be giving and sharing this information with the world, right? And I thought, okay, that's cool. And I'm like, but the way that I thought about money was what had to change. One, if I'm the source of money, why would I be worried about money? Why would I be worried about running out of money? Why would I be complaining about money? Why? Do you see? Those are the things that I started to ask myself. Like, I have to change my perception of how I see money. And not only, but now leveling that up, not only are we changing how we speak about money, affirmations about money, that money, I'm highly favored by money, that money always shows up for me, that money's always landing in my mailbox, that's all I ever receive in my mailbox, right? That money just shows up from just, it does, right? When I pay for something, boom, I already know that money is coming in to pay for whatever I just spent. Like, that's a given. It doesn't matter if I'm at the grocery store or whatever I buy, I just immediately say, thank you for paying for this, right? Because I know that money's always there. And I'm like, that's cool, but let's level up from there. We are source of money. You are the source of all things. You're not just source of money, but you're the reason why you can smile. You're the reason why you can laugh. You're the reason. You're the source of laughter. Someone else saying a funny joke, that's just your manifestation, or like in a reason or the permission slip as to how you can laugh, right? But you're the source of laughter. You're the source of peace. You're the source of all things. So if you're the source of all things because you are all that is, right, then you're the source of money. You're the source of abundance, of wealth, right? So in order for you to feel that sense of freedom and security and just relief, it's just like, you know what, money's just always going to be there. And always going to be there no matter what. It's going to be there for what I need. It's going to be there for what I want. It's always going to be there, right? For you, and for you to really choose that, because that's a choice, is to you decide that that's just who I am now. The money has to show up. The money has to always show up and be there for not only when you need it, but for when you want it. And to the extent, right? It's like to the extent of, so some people, and including me, I used to think this too. It's like you manifest, like if you have $0 and you want $1 billion, let's say, okay, and you have $0, is it more realistic to say, I'm going to manifest $1,000 from a 0 to 1,000 or to $10,000, right? You can manifest and play around with increments, and I've done it, and I've done it that way. I've manifested that way. Like, yeah, what would it be like if I had $50,000 now, like now 250, and like, okay, let's make it $750,000. Let's make it $1 million. Like, you can manifest like that in increments. You can feel that, you can assume that, affirm that, imagine it, whatever, declare it, all of those things, right? But it doesn't really matter because you're just playing around, because really you're the source of all of it. You'll never run out of money. How the hell, why on earth do you think that God would put you here penniless and not provide for you? Somehow, some way, and I say this to my friends, to my family, and I remind myself, like, every single time you thought the shit was hitting the fan and it was not going to happen, and you didn't have a place to stay, that you didn't have the money, have you noticed that somehow, some way you end up okay? It might not be okay as in that's what I wanted, but it's somehow, some way you end up okay. Like, things work out, like the deadline gets pushed back, like you end up having a place to sleep, whatever it is, right? You end up getting there, you end up going, or whatever the hell the situation is, right? But somehow, some way things work out, because you're not here to fail. No one is here to fail. You are here to know yourself, that you are the source of all things. But as you become more aware of who you are, as you accept that you are source of all things, that's how you start seeing that you are unlimited, that you don't have to manifest in layers, in steps, in increments, that you don't have to have a job or a funnel for which the money comes through, that you don't have to have some system or something set in place. That's all bullshit. That's all stuff that I used to teach, that I used to believe, and that you hear lots of coaches still talking about. They're like, oh, well, look at me. I have all the proof, so you want to listen to me, or you want to listen? If you want to listen to that and you still want to go bang away at whatever the hell job that they're telling you to do, or you're seeing that you have to do, then go right ahead, okay? But what I'm saying is, when you see yourself as source, you don't have a cap on that. You don't have to set little limits and steps and increments as to what you can have. When you know yourself as unlimited, when you know yourself as source of money, when you know yourself as all things, why do you think we hear creation is finished? Creation is finished. Now let's match that up with it's already done. It's already done. Whatever it is that you desire, it is already done. You already are that what you desire to be. That's already done. That's creation is finished. It's the same thing. Creation is finished. It's like, it doesn't matter what you think or what you imagine, what you desire. That's already done too. You already are everything. You're just accepting and choosing, I'm already everything, because I am everything. I am source. That's why creation's finished. That's why everything I want is done. I'm choosing out of everything who I want to be. And if you want to choose the person that needs a funnel for which money to come through, a job, you need to have a passion so that you create a career so that the money comes. If you want to do that, go right ahead. If you want to believe that you need to create a nervous system that feels safe to receive money, go right ahead. It's already done. Creation's finished. Those are all options. But so is the option of knowing yourself as source, and that you are wealth itself, and you are abundance itself, and that you don't have limitations, that there are no conditions for you to have what you desire. But when you know yourself as that, you can say it all day long. But if you still are holding on to that secret of like, oh, but how am I going to pay the bill? But the deadline is this day, but this and that and the other. It's like you can blab all the affirmations you want and say all the pretty perfect words in the comments like, yes, that's right. I am all things. I am worthy. I am worthy, I am abundance, I am wealth, but then you're holding on to, but rent's due on the 1st, but I gotta pay my bills, but this, but that, but it hasn't worked, but it hasn't, I've done it, I've tried that, I've done this, I've done that. You can keep blabbing away all those affirmations and imagine and go to sleep in sats all you want and regulate your nervous system and feel safe for the next level of money. You can do all that stuff, but if you still don't see yourself as source, the only source of all things, not just money, not just love, not just health, but source of all things, and it is just you recognizing, remembering, accepting, I am it. I don't need the proof because you are the proof. Nothing's behind you. Like if you're the proof, there's nothing behind you, in front of you, or on the sides of you. You're the proof. You are it. So if you're it, you can't ask someone else, but how do I know? But what does it feel like? But what does it look like? What are some practical steps? How can I affirm it? But how can I know? What are steps to accepting it? Are there meditation for I can do to accept it? You're the proof. So anything outside of you that you keep looking for is going to lead you to you not being the proof. You're going to say the meditation's the proof, the affirmation's the proof, the bank account's the proof. Because until you know yourself as a one and only proof, I am the way, I am the truth, I am it. You are it. You are all things. And that's what's going on in this video, is like, it was a shift. It wasn't like, oh my God, I watched this video and then I manifested all this money. No, they watched the video and something inside them, even if it was slight or big, they had a change in perception about money. And that money immediately shows up. Why? Because the money is already here. The money is already here. It's here, but it's your perception about money, about you are not the source of it, is why you don't see it. It's like that verse from Neville. It's like, you are already that which you desire to be, but it is your refusal to believe it is why you don't see it. So it's your refusal to accept that you are money, that you are the source, you are it. So if you are it, you trust in you that you are it. You trust it does show up. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It doesn't matter how fast or how slow it comes, or how fast or slow it happens for others. Because if you keep saying, well, how come it's not instant like it was for them? You're still looking outside of yourself. Every time you ask a question about someone else, or how they did it, or why isn't this working, or why is it taking so long, that should tell you that all this time that you thought you were manifesting, or you were affirming, or you were in the state of your wish fulfilled, all that time, that if you're still asking, where is it? Why hasn't it happened? Get real with yourself. You're not. Because the moment that you, just like these people in this video, the moment they had that change in perception of the money, they're just like, that's right. Like, no, I'm going to look at it different. I'm going to look at myself different. I'm going to look at myself as the source of all money. No matter what I see, no matter what I feel, no matter what it looks like, I'm the source of it. I am the source of it. And your mind's going to be like, but it's been so long, but I've tried this before. You're just like, shut the hell up. This is who I am. This is what I've decided I am. This is what I've decided about money. This is what I've decided. This is who I am. I'm the source of it. I'm the one in charge. I'm the one. And that is how you move away from looking at the 3D and you're putting yourself as the source and focus. You're the source, you're the focus. You keep looking out there for proof, you can't find it because you're the proof. So when you focus on you as the proof, as the source, that's what happens. And that's what happened to all these people that have these success stories in here. Go ahead and read through them, it's amazing. But the common theme, again, what I said was just like, there has to be something easier. That's right, because there is, because you were it. They were all looking for themselves, and they found it. And it was just, look at that, just a simple perception shift, a change in the way they thought is what so many shared their stories of, just money showing up and just all these different ways. And it's different for everybody. Everyone's going to have a different unfolding, a different how it happens, a different amount, but it doesn't matter, because the only thing that matters is that you see yourself as the source of it. Stop worrying about, oh, but it's a penny. Oh, but it's $1. It's $100. It's not enough. It's like, that's what keeps you trapped in seeking, searching, and hungry for it. Do you see? It keeps you hungry for it. It's like so many people have gotten that Bible verse mixed up about the love of the, I'm going to pull it up so I don't quote it wrong. Bear with me here. And it's Timothy 6:10. It says, for the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. Okay, and a lot of people say that. For the love of money is root of all kinds of evil. Some people, eager for money, have wandered from the faith and pierced themselves with many griefs. Okay, listen to this. It's not, oh, money's bad. It's not, they're not saying money's bad. And they're not saying that you wanting a lot of money is bad. That's not what that scripture is saying. It says, some people eager for money have wandered from the faith and pierced themselves with many griefs. So it's not the money. Money didn't do shit to you. Money's not bad. Money doesn't make you bad. It's the eagerness. It's a, where is it? I don't have it. Well, I only have $1. I wanted to manifest $1 million and I only got 100. That is what it have wandered from the faith and pierced themselves with many griefs. You're piercing yourself, right? By questioning your own faith that you are the source of all things, that you're the source of money, that you are it. It's coming from you. So it has nothing to do with money. Money is not evil or bad. It's that eagerness, is that you thinking you don't have it, that you have to go fetch it like a dog. That is what is evil. That is because evil and sin, right, metaphysically, right, what it means is like wrong thinking. That is wrong thinking, because you are the source of wealth. So you going to slave yourself and work hard and force yourself to think things and make yourself go through all of these things just so that you could have money. That's you piercing yourself unnecessarily, because you're holding the bag the entire time that you're over there begging, trying, pleading, working on your money self-concept, trying to do everything you can just so that you can have money. That's what that verse is saying. Don't be fooled. You are source of all things. You are money. You can manifest money instantly without working for it when you know yourself as source of all things. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.